Hello angels and angelies, it's another episode of, oh my gosh, Nikki, you're here again. It's your girl at the Nix on the beat. Today I want to recreate a look and I'm scared. Maybe not a look, but an eyeshadow that I've actually been eyeing for a while. I'm like, wow, this eyeshadow is bombastic. I must put in my effort to try to slay it on my channel. I would also be reviewing the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. I'm just like, why not review it? Your concealer's already finished it. Do it for yourself. Do it for the people. Do it for the culture. And I'm like, okay, I don't mind. If Cardi's baby is wanting this, then I guess. The eyeshadow that I'd be recreating today, that is what I'd be recreating. It's so intense and juicy, but I absolutely love it because of the gold detailing right there. I don't know why, but this eyeshadow look is calling all of my names, like everything, like Beyonce, Ring, Nikki, every name I got. It's just now I know where you're headed. As y'all know, the first thing that I go in with is the primer, which is the NYX Babies Honey Do Me Up and Retouch Rapture.
So low key, I just stay out the way. I built a lab up in the crib so I don't leave all day. You always try to rush out when I need you to stay.
Oh my gosh, you have not subscribed to my channel. Why? So subscribe and enjoy yourself for the rest of your life, because I'm gonna be here filming for you, doing the most. So subscribe to my channel and follow my Instagram page, Nikescanvas. We're doing the most over there. Yep. Okay, so for my foundation today, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I've been doing this a lot more lately, which is using the Kokie Cosmetics Transformix foundation mixer in the Dewy Dewy formulation.
So you can make them jealous.
Okay, so it's time for the concealer. This Ultra HD concealer is supposed to be light capturing, self-setting, which means you don't need a setting powder or anything to set it, but I'm sure I need a setting powder. It claims to be a 12-hour concealer that instantly and invisibly conceals dark circles while making the eyes appear fresh and radiant. Retails for 35 Canadian dollars. The shades were kind of weird to me. I chose this shade 52. It looks really light, right? But the shade after this would have been too dark for me, in the sense that I like going 2 to 3 shades lighter. The shade after this was like 1 shade lighter than my actual foundation. The one before this was actually darker, more orange. It looked more like a color correcting concealer, and I didn't want a color correcting concealer, so I just got the shade 52. Apparently you're supposed to apply with your finger, but I don't think that's a good idea for me, especially because I don't like using my hands to do makeup, because it's gonna be a mess. It's just, everything is just gonna be everywhere, and I'm not really in the mood for that today, you know. So I'm gonna blend that in. Let's see, is it worth it? It says it's self-setting, so I think maybe I should blend it out really fast. I kind of like how it's looking. Oh, it blends out really soft. You know how some concealers be fighting with you? I'm noticing that it's moving. It's not really showing in the camera, but because here I have serious hyperpigmentation, that's the area of my face that is burnt, it's not concealing it 100%. I can still see the deep tones. Let me see if I add a bit more. I love how thin the wand is, because I can literally highlight my nose really well, and it smells like a chemical. It doesn't even smell fragrance. Like, it has fragrance but barely. I like how it's blending into my skin. Like, I thought it would be super duper light, since it's self-setting, I shouldn't need powder, right? It's starting to settle into the fine lines under my eyes. I would proceed to setting my face, because this self-setting thing, the way it's self-settling into my lines, can you see? I don't like seeing myself look more and more like struggle, especially when I'm trying to do something to not look like the struggle. But I like that when I go in with my beauty blender, it just goes right back into his face. Like, I'm so sorry that I'm trying to settle into where I do not belong, you know? But it's still, you can still evidently see the settlation. But it's fine. It's like, it's not everything that can be perfect. It's just, don't claim what you're not, you know? That's catfishing. It does set in a very nice way, let me not lie to you. It's giving me a dewy settation, which is nice. But yeah, I'm setting with my Fenty Beauty setting powder in Nutmeg. I love this powder, y'all. I'm like so obsessed. It's like unreal to me. I just always love my mood after I use this Fenty Beauty powder. The smell is amazing, it's uplifting, rejuvenating, and the way it looks after, like when I'm done with my makeup, I'm always like, oh, thank you for Rihanna. Hi best friends, eyebrows done. We shall be recreating this look with me today. Okay, yeah. Boom, the Younger Beauty Assurance Shadow Primer coming through. So there's like a mix in the pink, and then you see like a yellow around this area. We do have a yellowy shade, but it's more green. This color is not really that yellow. Not really giving me the yellowish that I'm seeking. It's time for me to apply the intense pink color, and I'm going into my Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette, and I'm choosing this intense pink right here. So she basically focused that on the end, so I'm gonna do just that. It's better for me to go lighter with the color in the front compared to how intense it is at the end of the eye. I'm noticing that there's a bit of orangeation. Going in with this, my beautiful mix of orange and red shade, and I'll use that to kind of highlight the ends of the pincation that I just added. We have a respectable halo creation, coloration, pigmentation kind of thing. Now I'm going back again with that initial deep pink shade, which is this bad boy right here, and I'm going to use her to just intensify the center right here of each pincation. What I noticed is that they added a black over that, but because, you know, Jesus is Lord and I'm extra, instead I'm going to use this blue first. So I'm just going to focus this blue right here. I just kind of like the vibe that blue gives me rather than black. I'm still going to add the black, but barely, you know. I kind of overdid it with the blue there, so I'm going in again with the red, the orangey red, and I'm just going to blend out that end real quick. It's time for the black. Apply that to the immediate center of each box of coloration. Just try to decode what I'm saying, because even me, I'm just like, I don't know the vocabulary that I'm going to use to describe, and honestly, I don't like to stress myself when it comes to English. Just going with a smaller blending brush. I'm just going to pop the black right there, and I'm doing it in a tapping motion. I'm just going to tap that on. I'm going to go in again with that same brush that I used to apply the orange pincation, and I'm just going to blend out the end. What I noticed is that the center of the lid, she added gold, but for me today I'm going to use this shade right here to give me that vibe, because I'm not trying to do exactly what she did because I don't have the pigment. Y'all are probably like, Nika, you did not even do what she did. You're just doing your own, I'm doing your own, and that's not what we came here for. I think it still looks nice. I feel like we're still getting the vibe. But I'm gonna go in with this beautiful pink shade right here, and I'm gonna apply that at the end of the shimmer shade that I just applied.
pictures just to show them to your bitches.
So last but not the least, I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Heavy Metals liner in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and I'm gonna focus that on the center of my situation. I'm going back in with the shimmer shade. I'm going back in with this, and I'm going to use them to kind of like mix in with the glitters that I just applied.
Every night when you be partying and you come late night trying to hide
gorgeousness. I'm done with the eye. It's obviously not close at all. This is not this. it's not, let's just be honest, guys. So this is the finished look. It's been a lot of love and compassion and appreciation towards this, my lipstick. I used the Sephora cream lip stain in the shade 94. I believe it's called Red Cherry or Cherry Red. One of them, Cherry Red, yes. So you guys, it's amazing. Look at it on my dark skin. Like it's just beautiful. I just wanted to show you, this is the final eye recreation. Although it's obviously it's not like this one. Like obviously it's not like this. Let's not lie. But this is nice. It's easy, it's beautiful, and it's acceptable. I beg, please just let me accept this fail of an eyeshadow. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. The final thing is to talk about the concealer and how I feel about it. Honestly, I love how it looks on me. It's not something that has changed my life or has made everything different, but it's a good buy. It blends really easily, and one thing that I forgot to say during the usation was that it's very liquidy, but it dries down really nicely, because I used it for my eyebrows and I love how it is. I'll give this the same as I gave the Fenty Beauty. It's 7/10. There's really no wowing factor about it. It's just like the concealers on the market. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you did like what you saw in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share the love with your friends, families, enemies, and everybody in this world. Adios amigos, catch you another time. Peace.
Get home. Don't wanna see no tweets about the night we shared. Don't wanna hear reasons for it, baby, I don't care. You and I both know I'm not just anybody, and I regret bringing your ass to all those after parties. You enjoyed yourself too much and you ain't barely started. I just can't invest in shit to end up broken hearted. You say taking pictures just to show them to your bitches, so you can make